Win or go home. Hit it.
Welcome to the Win or Go Home podcast. It's your host, Doughboy. What we was doing were pilot episodes. I put out 1, 2, and 3. But the people loved it, so we back. We're here, and it's here to stay. Welcome to the Win or Go Home podcast. All right? And if you're new to this and you're true to this, we have 4 segments. Warm up, first half, second half, overtime. And today, in the warm up segment, we are talking about NIL deals and how do you feel about the NIL deal. If you don't know what an NIL deal, it's basically an incentive to get certain players to certain schools off money. Back in the day before NIL deals exist, they called it bribing. And you couldn't do that. That was illegal. You can't go to a high school kid and be like, hey, come to this college. Here go $30,000. Now it's legal. I go to your high school, you graduate, I go to your house with your parents, I got $2 million for you. What you doing? Then that other college walk in, I got $5 million for you. What you doing? Then that other college you really like walk in and be like, all we can do is $3,500. So with that being said, what do you do? I'm on the side that NIL deals should exist because there are kids out here who gets paid for their image and likeness. They don't get paid for that. Like they make college football video games. If you buy a ticket to a college football game, you're going to represent that school and some of your favorite players play for that school. So it's crazy how the University of Rutgers, this is a hypothetical, the University of Rutgers can do an ESPN television deal for $17 million. You think Rutgers did that deal because we wanted to watch the volleyball team? You think Rutgers did that deal because we wanted to watch the swimming team? Or you think Rutgers got that much money because we wanted to watch the basketball team and the football team? So those players deserve some of that money. Because if you don't think they deserve the money, then you shouldn't get the TV deals. You shouldn't get the Jordan deals. You shouldn't get the brand deals that go with that. That's how that go. You getting paid off my back and I don't get a dollar. Because if you give me a scholarship, I got to pay that back. That's what they don't tell you. You get the scholarship, you go to the NFL, you go into the pros, that school swings back around like, hey, ask Steph Curry what happened in Davidson. He's the greatest player in Davidson's university history. He went on to become Steph Curry. They wouldn't retire his jersey until he graduated. Kind of fucked up. But NIL deals is, I think it should be a salary cap on it. Because now we sit here, the incentive was to go to high school, be good, go to college, to go pro, to get your family out the hood, get your family out of poverty, whatever you're struggling with, get your family there. That's how most kids looked at pro sports. Not all kids. I know some kids was born with silver spoons and it was just nice, but majority of them wasn't like that. So my thing is, there should be a salary cap. Because if I sign you to the University of Rutgers and I give you $5 million, you should not be able, after your freshman season, to go, I'm going in the transfer portal because the University of Michigan want to give me $11 million. Then these kids don't have no incentive to go pro because look how many of them want to sue the NCAA so they can play 6 or 7 years of college sports. So now you take a kid who's decent in college, because you know every college athlete don't go on to be something great. But in college, I'm decent. I could stay here and just keep collecting $1 million checks, play 7 years of college football, rack up $7 million. I'm good. Because in the NFL, I probably wouldn't even have got $1 million. I probably would have got like 200,000. Then once taxes hit that, we're gonna cut that in half, like 100,000. But with NIL money, we here. I truly think NIL deals should have some kind of cap on it because there are some kids in college getting paid more than NFL professionals or NBA professionals, and that's not cool. Like, we need to put a cap on it. They need to be paid for the good things that they do, but you need to cap how much you're giving them because that shit is hurting college football, college basketball, college soccer. It's hurting all of the collegiate level sports as a whole because there are some kids who are picking schools based off how much NIL money they get. And there are some kids who are not doing that. I'm speaking for the kids who are doing that. They're passing up certain colleges because they don't pay them enough. And I think that's wrong. They need to reconstruct that, figure what they're doing out with that shit, and then we move on. So, first down. You know, we done warmed up. Now we out here on first down. My apologies, y'all. First half. So the first half of this game, we are going to go to, I'm a shift. We just did college and the NIL deal. I want to know, what do you respect more? The team that builds the super team or the team that builds the homegrown team? Two things could be right. Do you respect the team that was bought? Like, yo, let's get all these superstars together. Let's put them together and let's get it done. Let's have a championship. Woo, woo, woo. Or do you respect the guys who get it out the mud, start from the bottom, grind their way up, bring their way up, come together and become a championship? So basically what I'm asking you is, do you like the Heat or do you like Golden State? Because LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh was bought to become together. Steph, Clay, and Draymond were drafted. They came up through the soil together. So did the Bulls with Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. Some would say, you know, they had to pay to get Dennis Rodman there, whatever. But me, myself, I am more of a fan of the homegrown championship, coming from somebody who's a fan of a team who's done both. We created the super team, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and Kevin Garnett, and we also drafted the super team with Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and a bunch of other role players to complete that dynasty. What if you want to call it a dynasty? But my question to y'all on the first half is, do you respect the super team or do you respect the homegrown team? Because a lot of people feel like making the super team is the easy way out. And I feel like if you got the money, spend it. If you ain't got the money, better draft it. If you can't build a super team, you can't build a super team. All super teams don't work. But if you can build it, go build it. Look at the Lakers. If you know anybody that's a Lakers fan, ask them how many championships was from the ground up. Magic, Worthy, Kareem. Kareem was the one they bought. Magic and Worthy got drafted. Shaq came from somewhere else, but Kobe got drafted. So that's an organization that does both. Like, it's mix and match. You got teams like the Celtics, they draft all their players, majority of them. Got teams like the Bulls, they drafted their players. The Pistons, they didn't draft all their players. Rashid, they didn't draft. But it's fun to see people draft teams and they turn into super teams. OKC, all that stuff. But it's just as exciting watching somebody pay for all the best players in the league and just smash motherfuckers. It's just, which one do you prefer? Are you the purist? I've been a fan since '68, or you're a hater. Like, I've been a fan since '68, and I ain't never seen Michael Jordan team up with Magic. Shut up. You've been a fan since '68, and your team ain't never won a championship. Ain't you a Wizards fan? Or you a Kings fan? It's always the niggas who's fans of losing teams that got a problem with team building. Nah, you supposed to get it out the draft. My mistake. If you drafted players that sucked all your life, and then you look at me, because I can afford LeBron James. You go, that's not real. My man, you about to die. Y'all never made the playoffs. Like, how the fuck you gonna tell me what ain't real? I know what losing look like. I know exactly what losing looked like. It looked like y'all. And speaking of the Wizards, we getting right into the second half. Y'all just gonna let Bam Adebayo score 83 points like that? This ain't got shit to do with Kobe Bryant. I see what the media is saying. I hear what the media is saying. They break it down. Bam Adebayo's 83. 83 is 83. All right? He passed Kobe points. The Washington Wizards want me to believe that they let Bam Adebayo score 83 points. Yes. You ain't even have to whisper that. They know it's an engineer in here somewhere. Bam Adebayo just scored 83 points. He broke Kobe Bryant's record a couple of days ago. On the Washington, he shot 43 free throws. He was 7 from 22 from the three. Y'all are a piece of shit. Like when Kobe scored 81, that was a close game. Toronto was on their ass. Y'all was getting the shit beat out of y'all, and y'all let Bam score 83. You know what? I say blow the whole damn organization. I say blow the whole damn Washington and state the fuck up. But Jaden Daniels played for the Washington Commanders, and that brother's nice. But the rest of y'all niggas can get packed. The whole Wizards. I don't care that Trae Young and them niggas is hurt. All y'all niggas need to get cut. Y'all are the center, who's not the size of Wilt Chamberlain. That's the man that scored 100 points. Who's not the most talented nigga as, say, a Kobe Bryant. Because Kobe Bryant had a better shooting night than Bam did when he dropped 81 on Toronto. But the point that you're missing is when Kobe scored 81 points, he almost lost that game. That 81 was everything. Like, everything. Like I needed this 81. Like, we were down by 18. I needed this 81. Y'all niggas was losing by 30 when Bam was at 67 points. Just getting your ass whooped. Just getting your ass whooped badly over and over and over and over and over again. Blow the Wizards organization up. It ain't like they got nothing over there. What they got over there? John Wall, Michael Jordan was there, Gilbert Arenas. We can blow that shit up. Abolish them niggas from the NBA. I don't know if you're going to agree with me. If you're not going to agree with me, sorry if it popped back because I got the mic on. Blow the Wizards up. And for overtime, before we wrap this up for overtime, I would like to say sports betting has ruined sports forever. I will never be a supporter. I will never be a fan. I'm not going to say I'll never be a supporter. I will never be a fan of organizations who pride themselves on being real and being true to the soil and being all this. You can't bet or you're going to get kicked out the league and all this other goofy shit, and y'all sponsor the league. So the NBA, the NFL, the NHL, MLB, whatever sports league we talking to, I find it real crazy that I'm getting suspended for betting on myself and using the company that funds us. Kind of make no sense when you ride past a bus and it's an NBA bus and it'd be like FanDuel today. So it's kind of weird when you're watching the NFL game and at the bottom, FanDuel pop up. But the nigga that essentially works for FanDuel, which is the players, because FanDuel and all of them pay y'all, gets in trouble for using FanDuel. You know, that's like soap sponsoring me. And then I use it. And then my boss go, you don't supposed to be using that soap. Nigga, the only reason why you cut me a check. That kind of makes no sense. And it's ruining the game because now players is doing obvious bullshit to get their way. Like players are blatantly, yo, you supposed to have 18 points tonight? We're going to move the line to 18.9. And you're going to get 18. How the fuck I'm going to get the 0.9? Like, how am I going to get the 0.9? Or this guy's on a 20-game, 15 points per game streak. One more game and he break the record. And get 13 tonight. Or blatantly losing games. Or blatantly throwing stats. Like we up by 26. We're a football team. We up by 26 points. Why are we not rushing the ball to run the clock out? Like, let's get this over with. Oh, because the running back got 101 and his line on the thing is 130. So we keep giving him the ball with 8 minutes left in the game. He's usually going to pick up those 30 points. He's going to pick up them 30 yards. So we just not going to throw it no more. I mean, we just not going to run it no more. We just going to throw it. And then we going to throw it so much that we lose the fucking game because we done threw it into fucking dummies. I don't respect it. I don't like it. Sports betting needs to be figured out. We need to handle it. We need to figure it out. We need to know what we're doing. We need to understand what we're doing. Because right now, this shit is wild. This shit is live. And I feel like sports betting needs to be either handled or put under some wraps. I'm not saying that they can't do it. But me getting in trouble for betting on myself, you shouldn't have let them sponsor us. So no disrespect to FanDuel, no disrespect to DraftKings, no disrespect to bettors, no disrespect to any of those people. No disrespect to Prize Picks, none of them. Y'all doing y'all job. It's the organizations that y'all support that that suspend players for doing what anybody would do. Don't tell me I can't do something and them niggas sponsor you. That's like being sponsored by Nike, then you telling me I can't put Nikes on, but I don't have a shoe deal with nobody else. Huh? My bad. I was intense. Had the hat backwards. I apologize. But it's Doughboy. It's the I Don't Care What You Think Network. This is the Winner Go Home podcast. And we're going to have to wrap this up.